Hello and welcome to the Build a Greener Future podcast series. I'm Miriam Jaman and I'm joined today by Simon Green, Managing Director of Green Building Design Consultants. Hi there, Simon. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you very much.
Maybe we could start by you telling us a little bit about what Green Building Design actually do.
Sure, no problem. Green Building Design, we're based in Hertford, so just north of London, so able to serve the whole of the UK. We're a team of 15 mechanical and electrical engineers, predominantly offering high quality services advice and with a particular emphasis on low energy, both new and existing buildings to save energy and hopefully take towards the country back to net zero.
Fantastic. And what type of customers do you tend to work with?
Well, we have multinationals, data center companies, large corporates, large profiles, right down to people that own small individual buildings, and we even work for high end multi-million-pound houses that have as much complicated services in their swimming pools and air conditioned bedrooms as a small hotel. So big and small, all between.
And do you find these clients have the same types of challenges? What challenges do they face and how do you help solve them?
I think most people's challenges are usually budgets and costs. What's it going to cost? How much carbon am I going to save? And then timescales for having usually spent a long time making decisions for these projects. They then want everything done very, very quickly. And certainly with labour shortages when coming out of Europe and some of our construction labour being lost and supply chain issues, deliveries of clients' expectations is often quite difficult to achieve.
And in terms of what's happening within the industry, both in the short, medium and longer term, are there any things on the horizon that will change those challenges?
I think like a lot of other industries, we are suffering with more people leaving at the end of their careers at 65 plus to the younger people coming in. And it's going to be a real challenge moving forward is how do we satisfy a growing demand for our expertise, and certainly with climate change, more and more existing buildings needing more options to reduce their carbon and supplying that labour force for it.
Are you seeing a lot of change due to this focus on environmental social governance, ESG, as we're hearing about, and obviously the carbon targets, and I guess the rising energy costs are making a big difference to your customers as well?
Very much so. Whereas energy was, a word not found on too many financial directors' lips, now it's very, very much topical. Energy prices going up. The whole social awareness of reducing the carbon footprint makes what we're trying to sell very, very attractive. And indeed, employees want to live and work for a company that is low energy, is saving money. Only yesterday we were with a client that's looking at buying a 1970s building. And straight away, they've already said they want a new roof. They want major fabric improvements, both internally insulating the walls, new triple glazed windows. Definitely want PV on the roof to obviously give free electricity. Probably then would look at an air source heat pump, and even want to consider options for a green wall, a live wall that will obviously further reduce their carbon emissions. And that is driven by their employees. So I think employees are wanting to work for low carbon use companies.
Well, that sounds like a fantastic project and an amazing building for people to be able to work in afterwards. I mean, how critical are buildings to this race that we're seeing to get us to a net zero future?
I think very, very important. I'm not sure off the top of my head the exact figures of what percentage of the global energy use in this country is, but a high number will be towards residential and commercial buildings. The heating and cooling of those buildings is tremendous, and everything we can do to make each and every building low carbon, reduces carbon with insulation, to the fabric, new windows, better controls, new LED lighting, photovoltaics on the roof, and a move away from your gas boiler to an air source heat pump, the better it's all going to be, and one that is quite frankly essential for us to all be doing. And every one of us that's listening to this call should be considering those improvements at home and within their office environment.
I guess we all need to be looking at building a greener future. Thank you very much for your time today, Simon. I appreciate it. I think there's a lot there for our listeners to be thinking about.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to the Build a Greener Future podcast. For more information, please visit gbuild.co.uk.